What's going on, everybody? Travis with RAC Garage, and I am in the Honda because I want to be in the AC. I'm going to be doing hardline fuel lines on the... Oh no. This is such a bad intro. Yay! Of course, I put the bag facing backwards, so I hit the gas and everything falls out of it. Okay, don't do that, you dummy. Okay, so I got to return the fuel line and pretty much all the fittings because, like a dummy, I got 3/8 fuel line because I was trying to match the fuel hose that was on there. I wasn't even thinking. It's supposed to have 1/4 inch, and the 3/8 fuel line fittings that I got compression fittings. They're not even close to the right thread to screw into a Stromberg carburetor. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. Drove to Joe's last night. He had 2 of the fittings, and then I ordered a bunch from Summit just to have them because I like the way Hardlines look. Swapping out this 3/8 for 1/4 inch. Then we'll bend up some fuel lines, show you how I'm gonna do them, because it's fun, because this is what I do. I'm a YouTuber. Okay. Got some things now that I think I got everything I need. That's a lie. I know I don't have everything I need. But making these hard lines, instead of just making a bracket to get these out of the way, we'll just make them hard lines and have a small section of rubber on the firewall side, so when this is rocking and rolling and moving all over the place, you're not slowly work hardening the copper and then having it crack on you. So I got 2 of these fittings from Stromberg. Well, actually, Joe gave them to me. These are to put hard lines to your carburetor. Couldn't find them anywhere, so I said, you know what, let me go to Napa and see if I can figure something else out. So I got a 1/4 inch ferrule and a 1/4 inch line to 1/2 and I don't see how that won't work. Also, it's not going to look as good as this, and no, my plan is not to put 2 of these and 1 of my creation on this car. I'm going to put all 3. I ordered some of these. I just want to see if that works, so if you're in a pinch somewhere, you don't have to wait to get one from Stromberg or from Summit or whatever. You can just do it yourself. So I want to cut off a small piece of line and try it on here first and see if it works, just for my own sanity. Alright, so here it is. Line would go on here. So let's see if this will tighten up and hold this line in. Oh wow. Okay. That works. That's cool. So now my theory is correct. I don't have to go to Summit and get these fittings anymore because that worked a treat. That seals on that, and this ferrule, this part of the ferrule, seats on the inside of this S-jet. Nice. There could be a little bit more thread on there maybe, but I think it'll work just fine. And obviously not for this car, but just, you know, in case you're trying to do hard lines, you can get these from Napa. So it's a 1/4 inch brake fitting with a 1/2 thread, and just add a ferrule and you're good. Alright, I just used my handy dandy screwdriver measuring trick. much I need, and I'm obviously add extra. And we'll send it. So the first one closest to, I'll just show you. First one closest to here, I'm going to use to go to this carburetor. Second one, obviously go to the second carburetor. This guy, going to snake over here and come up and into the last one. Or first. First, second, third, first, second, third. I don't know. That one's second. No matter how you measure it. However you count it. Okay. So I'm going to kind of mess with this, get this bending up. And what I'm going to do here, obviously I got the ferrules and fittings for these carburetors. So this is going to be hard lined up, down, over, and into here. But this, I'm going to do a short piece of rubber, 2 clamps to make up that difference. I think I'm going to flare the end of the tube so it stays on better. I might have to change these out to 1/4 inch barbs instead of the 3/8 that they are now. I'm almost guaranteed I have to do that. That is much smaller. Almost fits inside of there. It does. So I'll change that out. There's not a super specific way that I bend these, but I just want to make it so it looks nice. Obviously, I'll do them all underneath. Okay, that makes sense. I'll have a nice row here, but it'll be stacked. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna put a 90 in this thing. This is where I want it to come up. So I gotta start the bend a little earlier. I got this weird bender. I'm gonna try this. I haven't tried this kind yet. Works pretty good. Oh yeah. I was off a little on my calculations, but not really at the same time. I thought I had to cut the end of this, but now I don't have to cut it at all. I can figure out now where I need to be at because I made a mark and I know how far away now the straight part is from where I bent it, right in the middle. So that's straight up. I want it to be here, going in. So now with this bend, this mark doesn't matter. That's really close to the center of the bend. That's really not bad at all. The top to be there. So that means just a skosh away from that line. Okay, so this line here is where I want the top, or the middle of the bend. That's where I want it to go into. So, and this is the line I need to have against, how do I explain this? That line helps me orient it. So I know it's either this way, 90 degrees with the bend, or I do it face in. And that line is right there, right here. Really not that far away from the bend, honestly. It was like here. So let's move this in so it's there. Then we'll start cranking this thing. Now that was hard. I hope that was easy to understand. My lingo is not the best. I know what I have to do, but I don't always know how to describe what I need to do. So, apologize for that. I hope you understood it. But we got 2 more that maybe I can kind of think of the correct thing to say. Okay, see if I did this right or if I did this totally wrong. Yeah, it's not bad. So, now let's cut it to size. Hopefully I got enough in here to do that. We'll put the fitting on and see if I can bring it all the way back. Hey, we can. Okay. Cool. I got my mark. Throw it on a little long because you can always cut it off again. You can't add it, you have to make another one. I gave myself a lot apparently, so okay, here it is. See if it fits the way I want it to fit. But this was 9/16. What's it, half? Jeez. Okay, one line down. Everything always needs a few tweaks. That's cool, that fits. Should be able to take this off and everything kind of stays. Beautiful. There you go, here's that one line. I'll flare this end later on. There's your first one. Like I said, we're going to add a little bit of rubber hose at the firewall just to extend its life. I want to get a tape measure to accurately get this length for this one. 14. 14 and 6. 20. 22. I'll do 23. These all situated so they're close together because we don't have much room here to put 3 lines. Got to make sure it fits. I actually like this type of bender. It's easy. I'm not that smart, so it makes it kind of nice. Ferrule down. Alright. Two down. And one I can bend up. I can't put the ferrule on yet until tomorrow, I think. I think they'll show up tomorrow. Kind of a buzzkill, but whatever. 22, 22 and 6, 28, 28. I had extra last time, so 28 should be alright. Alright, last one. Oh no. Sharpies in my pocket. Sorry for the non-talking. Well, some people like me talking, some people don't. So, let's see here. Let's looky here, see? Gotta fix this. Gotta fix this. All these three together. These two match up. This one, not quite. Alright. Let's see. Bend this one up. Long like last time too, but whatever. Okay, first one coming up and around, second one up and around, third one up and around, baby. They're all flat here. I'm gonna make some kind of a clamp that'll clamp these there, and then, like I said, replace those fittings and get little pieces of hose to go on it, and I'll be done. He had me tight, man. Piped open and everything. Oops. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. So I'm going to stiffen up this bracket also, unless I can find one, but then I'm going to have to get a new belt. I don't want to deal with that. I'll just stiffen this guy up. Alright, so I got more bits here. So these guys are going to replace these. Same thread down here, but smaller there to accept 1/4 inch hose. Ooh. And this also fits the 1/4 inch line nice and tight there. So I'm not sure if I'm going to flare these just so they fit in a little better and grab. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'll flare them so they bite on a little bit. So I'm gonna put these on a little bit and put them back in the fuel block, replace all these, so these are nice and new. So we're going to be ready for the fitting tomorrow. So people say 1 wrap. I do like 2.5 to 3. You know, just cause it's a tapered thread anyway. So what the heck? So yeah, these, and I got six jobbers that I'll do from underneath, so you won't even notice them. And that's that. Okay, so how long do I want these to be? Not that long. That long. This on there. There we go. Alright, now let's take these off so we can flare the ends so this gets stuck in that hose pretty good. I really don't want to get it stuck, you know what I'm saying, but I want to make sure it's on there good enough so we won't have any issues of leaking. That's not what I'm trying to do here. Alright, so the cool thing about right now, when I'm flaring these things, is that, you know, if I forget to put the fitting on, it's totally fine because there's no fitting in the first place. Finally, I get to mess up not on purpose, but I guess kind of on purpose. I love these copper nickel lines. They are so, I wouldn't say forgiving, but kind of forgiving because it's so soft. It just kind of moves exactly where you want it. You know, the bubble flare, double flare, whatever the heck you want to call them. I know those two are different flares, but you know, it just works so good. Look at that, nice. Perfect flare on there. Hopefully I can still shove the hose on. Yeah, I'll be able to get it on. No worries. Don't worry about me. I got it. So, first guy. Will it fit? Oh. Have to spit on it first? Close. Now I put it too far in. I don't know if you can see much, but just screwing in a clamp. There we go. That's one way to do it. All right, so that is it. I'm gonna do this fitting off camera when it comes in. That's not too big of a deal. There it is. That's done. As you can see, I have this guy off. You saw me take that off. I'm gonna stiffen it. So I think I already said that, so you'll see that later. So yeah, that's it. Short little video. Today I didn't pick up the camera too much. I did mess around with the carbs on the Roadster pickup. It's acting funny. I'm like 3 problems away to just getting 2 new Strombergs, because this is just always an issue. Always something going on here. So I just swapped out this base here because me and Joe last night were kind of messing with these, and no matter what we did to the idle air mixture screws on this front carb here, it did nothing. So I changed out, I took it apart first and see if there's anything blocking anything. It wasn't, but we did know, I did notice that this shaft here was very loose. I don't have to look at myself. This shaft here was very loose. So I think air was coming in. So even if we blocked the air from here, it was still getting some from here or whatever was happening. So I just took one of these off another Stromberg I had. And this base is not really working out either. It idles a little weird, and it breaks up a little bit every now and then. It's not constant, it's just every once in a while, like a little bit of throttle, it'll break up, and it still pops on deceleration. It's been doing that for a little bit. That's why I'm kind of messing with the carbs. I know pops on acceleration, they say it's because it's lean. Vacuum leak somewhere. I had it running, I sprayed starting fluid everywhere. It doesn't rev up, do anything, so it doesn't seem like there's a vacuum leak. So I'm kind of stumped right now. Can't seem to figure it out. I do want to get a condenser from my distributor because I just kind of put it in and I didn't service anything. I cleaned the points off, but I didn't change the condenser, and I don't know how old that condenser is. I tend to think that they just kind of crap out, but who knows? It could be a condenser that's doing all this. You know, I'm messing with carbs for no reason. I got a new coil in there, new plugs, new wires, newer cap. Cap might be cracked. I can check that out. I don't know. Could be a lot of things. Sorry, Clive, if I'm rambling, but you know, I got to talk it out. Sometimes talking it out, I get ideas from you guys. So that's about it for this one. But this guy is coming along nicely. At first, it was only here to get running. I did that, and all of you noticed, as well as I did, don't think I didn't see it, the alternator shaking around. And my idea is with the fuel lines, to just get them out of the way, might as well just do hard lines. And that was my idea from the start, but I just didn't know if he wanted me to do any extra stuff. I asked him and he said yes, so hard lines got done, and I'm going to stiffen up the alternator bracket, and I think that's about all that this car really needs. So I hope you enjoyed it. Catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.